Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. Got a little treat here for you, a little spicy reading that just came through. God dared somebody to touch the Empress. Didn't end well. Now, in full transparency, for those of you guys that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, and I do this every day for clients all over the world and some of you too that are here listening. Shout out to some of my subbies and clients. I'm so grateful for you. Rain, I'm thinking of you today. I hope you're having a wonderful day and doing all of the magical work that your angels are guiding you to do. Now, let's continue. For those of you that are new here, we're going to jump into a bit of a reading. I was working. I'm supposed to be working, right? So this is my form of procrastinating is other work because hashtag that's my life. That's where that Capricorn sits in my chart is the place where, and Virgo specifically, where like I'm going to distract myself with work and other work. And that's my like naughtiness. So at least I don't feel guilty at the end of the day. But yes, I have other things that I have to do and a Zoom meeting coming up here, and I have like writing to finish and everything. But let's get into this. Someone dared, well, God dared someone around you, whoever is listening, to touch the Empress or the Divine Feminine, and they said, bet. And they said, I will. And God said, bet. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Woo! Y'all, it's juicy. Ace of Cups is all about love. Let's take a look and see what happened after that. The Six of Cups, a soulmated twin flame connection, the truth of that, Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups deals with scorpionic energy regarding choices and other people. And what is it filled by? Again, once the Ace of Cups. This is so interesting to me. So, someone was dared to deal with you. Someone was kind of sent as an agent of chaos to come against you. The cards that fall out here: King of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Devil. So someone literally, this is interference in a relationship specifically, and yeah, it was led by demonic energy and ego. And one of the things that you need to know here is that it didn't end well for them, because when we have soul connections, divine feminine, Empress, and you become the Empress when you go through many battles. I've talked about this before, and this is the journey of the tarot. This is just not my conjecture, but you went to war. You had to go to war. You went to war with people that were abusing your energy. And one of the things that comes up here is that someone thought that they could play in your energy or take something from you. Someone saw you as meek or weak or a pushover or whatever the case may be, and apparently that didn't work out. Let's see why it didn't work out for them. Someone now is very unhappy. The King of Swords, someone got the same experience that you were receiving. Scorpionic energy, something came to an end. Now someone is stuck in something that is subjugation to them. So sometimes we will see people move on into other connections and we'll be like, but I don't understand. How come da 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 da? Listen, guys, y'all know if you're here, I am so past that, but I have to read it for you today. Someone was motivated by money, materialism, and superficiality. So even if it isn't just straight up that they wanted to be Rick Ross with a yacht in Miami, what they were thinking that they were getting was an upgrade from whatever the life that was called with you. So for my divine feminines, God will sometimes hide our beauty, hide our charisma, hide our actual successes, even from us, in order to get people that are low vibrational this way to divest in their own way from us so that we can get in our real tribe and our real connections. Someone made choices that were purely wrapped around materialism. And again, that's different for everybody. It may not just be that someone was getting Birkin bags, because that's not the case for everybody. But it could be that someone thought that they had upgraded, actually, and that's hilarious to me. Clarify the devil. What did they really get in that upgrade? Someone who is secretive, stabbed in the back. Y'all, when I see this card here, they say, so it's Kesala. Hey, thank you. Thank you to hear, good to see your energy and feel it, Kesala. Someone was stabbed in the back. Someone got, they thought they were getting a family. They missed their family. Okay. So this is one of the things, but you're gone, gone, gone. I love this. I love this trio of cards here, guys. I have, the Chariot, the Sun card. I'm going to just give you a quick flash. The Chariot, the Sun card, and the Ten of Pentacles. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Truly, that's what is happening. So they thought they were getting something wonderful, but now they're just reflecting and watching you, stalking you. This is my stalker card here, the Page of Swords. Clarify, someone wanted to touch the Empress. I want to see what happened to the person. Ooh, and here the Empress shows up. Here we are, guys. Someone wanted to touch the Empress. We are green in this, and it's not because of jealous, it's because of a healing. There was a heart chakra activation that had to happen in order to heal whatever the pain was that went through you. You literally transmuted the poison. It's like drinking the poison. I think of Black Panther when they drink that and they say the power of the Black Panther is now upon you. When we go through betrayals like that, the power of whatever we're transmuting now becomes part of us. It is in us, and we change, and we're forever different. A lot of people that would like to return back to you guys cannot now because you are different. You've actually ascended. You've actually created new energetic cords. You've cut the past ones that may have held you back. You may have noticed that your business has grown, your body has changed, your life has changed, your health has ascended. In so many ways, things change and are different. Clarify, someone, let's talk about the person who wanted to touch the Empress, okay? Whether this is your divine masculine distorted or the person that was associated with them. What happened? Oh, the Tower. This card has been through hell. I've had to tape it up and everything, okay? The Tower fell, and my God, did it fall. Just the other day, it was so flimsy, I had to put a piece of tape around it. I thought about laminating it, but I don't like when my cards feel different because then I can always tell what's coming, and I really like to be genuinely surprised. Clarify the Tower. What did they get? What happened to the person that thought that they were going to touch the Empress? Oh, they're confused and everything in their life changed. This is what you need to know. Oh, and now they have conflict and endings on a regular basis, and everything that they thought they were getting completely slowed down, and they are just watching you, wishing that you were around. Someone here that wanted to touch the Empress wants to be your friend. This is crazy. And I'm not talking about your divine counterpart that betrayed you. I think it's the person that was adjacent to them from what this looks like, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, this is someone who caused nothing but conflict and strife, who created arguments and really was an agent of chaos in your life. I was listening to a sermon yesterday, but I think that this is an important message to say here. It is important to thank the people that create ripples in your life, because for a lot of the people listening here under the sound of my voice today, we would not have had the changes that we had, and you would not have made the changes that you did had someone not come against you purposely and relentlessly over and over and over and over. That helped you to grow, and it pushed you. So there are times in my life when I reflected back on the agent of chaos, not just a person that I was dealing with specifically, but the people that they were kind of being punked by, meaning, excuse me, when I say punk, people were controlling people, and there was a big old narcissistic cesspool, so I can't even say that it was any different. But what I will say is that they were getting run for sure in their own way, even though they thought they were running stuff. But that was created for me. It was created to set me free. It was created as a distraction so that there wouldn't be resistance. Sometimes you need to take heed to thank, and I do all the time, the person that was toxic and terrible that was around them, because they were really in their own way working as an earth angel. Not really not really. Hear me out here, guys. They were definitely demonic, but they were working to free you and put you into your purpose. And so for the rest of my life, I pour one out for my old homie, my arch nemesis and enemy. And I say her name freely because sometimes people will push you into your greatness just by being their hateful self. Now they live in misery. What is lacking now for the person that tried to touch you is stability, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. And they thought they were getting something magical. What they got was a Knight of Wands who backstabs them all the time. I love it. Y'all, oh gosh, pardon me as I am in transition nail wise right here. I was just removing my gels earlier this morning, getting ready for a new lick. But let me tell you something. The Knight of Wands here is absolutely so fascinating to me with the Ten of Swords. Someone is getting betrayed. Somebody that thought that they were going to touch you is not having things go their way, even in a little bit. Let me get 3 cards just on the person who wanted to interfere. So I don't care if that's your divine masculine or whatever. And they said get another deck. And they said that you guys need some lessons real quickly. I'm going to pop off here because, like I said, other work to do, but I wanted to get this reading out for you. Clarify the energy of the person who triangulated and or was interfering. Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Yeah, a lot of you guys got deep awarenesses about what you needed to do to grow, and also about what was happening to cause stagnancy so you weren't growing life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I'm going to read this two ways. There was definitely sexual energy used to confuse whomever you were dealing with. This card refers to the god Pan, essentially, which is considered the devil when we're dealing with Capricorn energy. Let's see how this benefits you. Now, here's why I want to say that. Whenever you're in a spiritual battle with someone, you will take their gifts. All right. It's like, you know how the saying is, to the victor go the spoils. So the spoils of war are whatever anybody wants to take or claim after they've captured or dominated someone else. So my divine feminines and empresses here, listen, you dominated someone else energetically. Whether you just walked away and you were passive and you're like, I'm not going to engage, you still dominated. And so you get their spiritual gifts, or you get whatever it was that was of any value. A lot of the people that were fighting against you were valueless, and they were empty, like zombie souls, players in the game that were just agents that had no control. But this is interesting because I know for a fact when I'm looking at this that someone was using sex magic, if you will, to be confused, and that will do it. Also, I know regarding how some of us got free is abstaining from sexual exchange and energy. Okay, clarify what I need to know about this. The Empress. Oh, this is all about you. Yeah, yesterday's price is not today's price. The price just went up. The three here with Ascended Masters, the Empress. I will tell you guys, your sexy time energy is crazy off the charts right now. You've really healed coming out of this battle. You like yourself more. I don't care what body you're in. I don't care what weight you gained in the pandemic, loss, gain, whatever, whatever. What they're saying is that you are dangerously sexy. That's so funny. That was a message that was channeled to me a few minutes ago. And I was like, okay, yeah, angels, I'm going to get on and do that later, but I guess I'm supposed to do it now. You need to know that you are dangerously sexy. Do not be fooled by your size, your pounds, your body dysmorphia. Am I talking to somebody about eating disorders? We all got weirdness in our heads and a lot of noise and chaos. But they said what they said is what my angels just said. You are crazy sexy. Let's clarify that. Clarify the Empress here. Yeah, they said it's something that you had worried about before, and the gift that you get with the Nine of Swords here, you had sleepless nights about other connections. And oh, okay, I get it. So what they're saying is whoever was triangulated you caused you to have insecurities emotionally because you're looking at whomever they were throwing in your face and thinking, well, that's not me. And your angels are laughing. They're like, yeah, exactly. It's not you. And they said you get beauty for ashes and all of the sleep you lost too. Yes, they're stabilizing you. You are abundant. You are growing. Ace of Pentacles. That is wishes granted. And that what I'm hearing here is your beauty is solidified. So that would be the translation from the Empress to the Ace of Pentacles is the beauty is solidified. We're also dealing with major arcana here. When we deal with the majors, this is major changes in your life. So you went through a major battle and now your future is bright. That's what you get in exchange for fighting for your life. You know, I think of RuPaul when he says, lip sync for your life. Well, a lot of us had spiritual battle for our life. Man, I'm loving to see it. And now here's what we get is success. Now let's take a look at what the person that tried you gets. Oh, it's not blessed. This is 10 of Swords and it looks pretty benign, but here's what I will tell you. Mental illness is now theirs. It is mine. It is now betrothed to them. Someone here is going to be living in their head, not you. The people that came against you are now dealing with real mental illnesses and also getting an awakening and a rude one too about spirituality and the depth of it. They're also understanding their lack of spiritual ranking and they are understanding yours as I'm looking here, Empress. I love that life force here. You are the Empress. You are beautiful. And also strength associated with Leo pops out to me too. Yes, yes. Half woman, half beast, half divine feminine, half masculinity. We've integrated ourselves and we are free, but now someone is stuck wishing that they could come see. Man, they are sick. They are sick without you, and it's because you walked away and did what you had to do. And now you have suitors that are afoot surrounding you. Can we talk for a minute? The King of Wands is here. Yes. And we also have really great, listen, you all know, I'm not going to lie to you, great sex and a great yummy connection with the devil here and the Four of Wands. What we're dealing with is someone who is beckoning you to come along. And I mean, that middle word being operative, actually. So, while it's so interesting because you have a really good connection here. And so whether it's sexual, emotional, cerebral, whatever, you are in an open when I say open, I'm saying openly communicated connection. It is acknowledged by both people in the party that you both love each other and adore each other, whatever the case may be. If you're taking it into sexual energy, that is going to be something where you ascend and you're growing tantrically as well. Clarify this energy here. Yeah, no more heartbreaks here. But that's just what the person that came against you is getting, anguish. Someone really wanted to best you. I really want you to look at this card. Now, this is a feeling that you have been through, Divine Feminine and Empress, if you're listening. But someone really wanted to best you. Someone really wanted to win. Someone wanted to win at all costs, and they lost, and they lost, and they lost. The Three of Swords is one of the most anguishing cards, and the depiction here is so brilliantly depicted. And yeah, someone absolutely lost. Meanwhile, you get a full King of Cups energy. And what that means is that you have masculine energy or balanced masculine energy. I don't care what body they show up in, that is loving you, loving you, loving you, and protecting you. They're going to put work into the relationship. And I'm telling you, there's some sex too. We love to see it. How do I know? Because I have the Ace of Wands here, which is very phallic. We have the Ten of Cups here, which is beautiful. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Someone is going to put work and mastery into a relationship connection. Let's go back to the people that were haters. What's their lesson? I love lessons, y'all. I love to see it. What's their lesson? Magic manifesting. Your dreams, goals, and visions becoming reality. Stay focused. Well, they did envision some things, so we've got Isis here, but this is beauty too. So what's happening is the people that came against you in a really strong way. They were literally using spell work energetically, and you know it's funny because that's a taboo subject. Spell work. What is that? If you're not familiar with that, well, until you get into this life and realm, you don't understand how real that is. People were using spell work against you, and that's what your angels want you to know. And that means simply as speaking negative against you. That is a spell. Just our words are spells. Let's take a look deeply at that. What is it that they were doing? They were a soulmate. Okay. Here's what you need to understand. I have the Six of Cups, the Star, and the Nine of Cups. You get absolute wish fulfillment. The people that were terrible to you in the past and that were lying to you with the Seven of Swords and creating duplicity and being sneaky and horrible, what they're saying is that they changed things for you here with the world permanently. They changed things and they aligned your chakras and they put you into alignment with your real connection or soulmate. Aquarian energy here with the Star, the number 8 as well, dealing with August. Leo energy, that is the opposite. So this is sister signs, Leo and Aquarius. What they're saying, they put you in actual wish fulfillment and connected you with your real soulmate. What I love about this Aquarius card here, it's my favorite in any of the decks I have, is it's a real depiction of how we manifest. She's sitting on the ground Indian style and she's calling to the cosmos like a kite and pulling down exactly what she desires. And I feel like that's what you guys need to understand that you did. You actually are pulling in your desires. You actually pulled in your wish fulfillment. And I know that because it's clarified here by the Nine of Cups, which is absolute bliss and wish fulfillment. And then we have the Six of Cups precipitating it. You've known this person before in past lives. You will recognize them, okay? So you literally, what happened was they did work against you. They spoke ill against you. They lied. They did smear campaigns. They did all of that. That's a form of magic. And when they did that, they helped to propel and bring in faster your real proper alignment. What happened to the person that touched Divine Feminine and it didn't go well? They got abandoned. Everything went to hell. They were cast out. They are no longer wanted. They are lonely. Look at this mountain. Look at how dark it is. And things changed. The Wheel of Fortune crushed them and they were bested by someone who now is in their full energy. I see the Queen of Wands here and you are living free. A new beginning for you. I love this so much. The Fool. Look at that sacred geometry there beneath her as she falls back into that pool of water, ready to begin again. Amethyst in her hand, dealing with our crown chakra, solar plexus, self-esteem, yellow on her dress as she falls back with a trust fall and says, what's next? I love what's next. What's next is that there will be no more towers. I want you to know that you dealt with the tower and now you transmuted it. This is my favorite tower card because usually it's destructive and I showed one previously, but this one's beautiful. Lightning strikes a tree and then things grow and ascend and catch on fire and animals take shelter. You turned your tower into a place of regeneration, and now the universe is sending in new communication, new networking, new connections, new love, new sexy energy. Let me go go back to that sexy energy. Show me what they need to know regarding their sexy energy. And then we're going to pull 3 karma cards for the people that touch divine feminine and how it didn't go well. I feel no ways about them because you know what? God will allow you to be touched and tested. Think of Job in the Bible. God will allow you to have that experience. Clarify what happened to the people that touch divine feminine. Now they deal with the tower, except they can't transmute it. They have no idea what it is to transmute energy. They could watch you all day, they could stalk all of your social media, and they will never understand what we do as empaths to transmute energy. I could teach them a step-by-step how-to video, but because they are immersed and stuck in their lower vibration, entrenched in degradation and debauchery, and they have blown out their chakras with too much sex with random people, as well as too much drug use and alcoholism and everything else and illicit behaviors, they can't access transmutation. Divine Feminine and Empress, please understand that that's why they needed you around. They needed you around because you were cleaning them. You were like dialysis for their soul. You understand? That is maybe another video I need to make a more concise explanation. You were dialysis for someone's soul. You were cleaning them as they were taking in toxicity. But imagine you're doing dialysis all day. You're exhausted at the end of it. And then the next day they're like, how many lines of Coke can I do? How many beers can I slam? How many bottles of wine can I chug? And then the next day you go clean them again. You see why you weren't able to get anywhere, and now your paths are clear. As soon as you divest and you're not doing dialysis for crazy, you move on. What happened to the person that thought that they could touch divine feminine? Now they are in a chaser. Man, they miss you. Yeah. Stepped off the train, walking down your street again, at your door, but you don't live here anymore. Seems since you've been gone, but suddenly disappear somewhere, outer space, to some other place, and I miss you. Like the deserts miss the rain, is what I just heard. Like the deserts miss the rain. There is confusion for the people that came against you. Now, what's so funny is that may be your divine or distorted counterpart, but I think that the person that was the big, like, behind the scenes stir of the shit misses you more than they actually do. Lindsay, is this you? I always say my hater. You know how they say, I'm not saying my haters, I'm not giving them clout. No, Lindsay changed my life. She is part of my life for the rest of it. The other person, I don't know. I'll never say her name for as long as I live. But that experience with that demon was so good for me. So who is your person and hater? And I want you today to raise a glass and say thank you. See you never. See you never, but I am grateful for you. So someone misses you. I'm not talking about your person. Like, so whoever your quote unquote person was, that's so toxic that we have that identification. No, it for real is, for me, it is actually that person. That's so funny, guys. I know I'm doing a reader for you, but Scorpio just came out. Now she finally sees the truth. This is the person that I did battle with, spiritual battle with, wasn't even my person. It was the person that was adjacent to them that they triangulated me with, and they were a Scorpio. And now they're like, I don't really want to divorce you. I miss your energy. I don't understand. I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Hey girl, hey, how are you, sweetie? Is life still terrible? Anyway, that's what some of you guys need to know. For whoever tried you, life is terrible. Oh my gosh. And now, I just got a really clear message. They want to let go. Sagittarius energy and judgment. They want to let go of whatever they thought they had to have. They didn't really want that person. They wanted your energy, because what will happen is we are honey as empresses and divine feminines. People want to suckle from our nectar, suckle at our breast, suckle from anything they can get, whatever's left over. And you were being breadcrumbed by your person who thought that it was better and the grass was greener. What you need to know is that they both miss you like the deserts miss the rain. And it's so funny to me, a few years ago, as I would be reading this, I'd be all mad and whatever. And it's just hilarious. I want you to laugh. If you're not to that point of your journey, just laugh. You're a teacher, Divine Feminine. You are a teacher, Sweet Empress. You teach people how to evolve through the muck in grace. And that's something they could never do. They repeatedly fall on their face. One more on what happened to the person that tried you. Now all of their blessings are blocked. And they were blocked by you. By you closing your energy off to them and protecting yourself, putting yourself in this protective bubble with the Seven of Wands. Seven is dealing with synchronicity as well. What you did was you created happiness for yourself, and you sucked everything something out of their energy. The sun card here, finally, a little Leo ending. I love to see. You are exuberant. You are free. You are filled with possibility. Look at that sacral chakra around there with that orange and the green and the blues. The blue has to do with our throat chakra. There's a little purple for amethyst down here as well regarding our crown chakra. Green is heart healing. Yellow is self-esteem. Look at the biggest color on this card. It's self-esteem. It grew and grew and grew after they attacked you. What color is she wearing on her chest? That looks like orange to me, sacral chakra. Remember what I said about sexuality on the outskirts of this auric field here is orange as well. Creativity is coming back to you, and somewhere the narcissist is thinking about you. They miss you, but fuck the narcissist, right? They do. And you know what's happening too that they're not loving is you get new offers and new communication. You get new romances coming in here. You get people that actually know what to do with an empress. God bless it. So let's pull 3 karma cards on the person that touched the empress, and then I'm gonna get going and actually do the work that I'm procrastinating about. What is happening regarding the karma for the person? Should I do one for the distorted too, or just the person that was in the background? So whether it was like a hating mother, a sister, a lover, the third party. Let's take a look at their energy. Hey, this one's for you, Lindsay. Are you paying attention, girl? Take notes, girl. You love taking notes. Let's take some notes. All right, hold on one second. Let's see here. What is the karma? The first one that falls out? Well, we had a couple. Guys, listen, understand this too. Whatever the karma is, I need you to understand this. My angels asked me to clarify this right now. These were things that they wished for you. Okay. So that's what you need to understand. Karma is not always playing out that way, but specifically the download that I just received is what I'm about to say are things that the people that were coming against you, maybe they were gang stalking you, maybe they were teaming up against you, maybe they were smear campaigning you, maybe it was your distorted narcissist or whatever the case may be, but whoever their partner was, whoever their partner in crime was. And again, it could be a platonic relationship, it could have been romantic, it could have been familial. Someone was hating with them. And you guys, you got to know how powerful you are when people have to gang up. I didn't gang out with anybody. I quietly went through my dark night of the soul. Nobody knew what was happening. I dealt with it for years before I ever divested and all that stuff, quietly watching the crazies be crazy. We are powerful on our own. We are young. I'm hearing Pat Benatar. Love is a battlefield. Well, yeah, it is. And you get very strong. But I want you to understand this so that you're not like, oh, that seems really harsh when I read these karma cards. These are my Just Desserts karma cards that I love by Joey Aloha. What I will tell you, and yeah, on the back, just in case you guys want to see if you want to pick some up for yourself, Just Desserts. They're really fun. But what I will tell you is this is what these people wish for you. Please understand that. And these were clear downloads that I'm getting. Injuries, accident prone, slip and falls, clumsiness, distracted, medical expenses, sudden pain. Now, specifically, I will use my life as an example. I know that this was wish. Sorry. Hold on one second. Manipulative, and the other one may be being pulled towards you because of your lack of reciprocation in the past, or the imbalance, or juggling, or going back and forth. Maybe. Okay, that's so funny. I accidentally had my laptop in front of me and I accidentally hit something, and you heard what that was just said. So if you didn't play that back, there was a lack of reciprocation, juggling. You weren't interested in playing games with people specifically. This is another reading doing another reader doing another reading, but I accidentally hit the play button as I put the card down, and so I think that was for you. So if you heard that, please understand that some of you guys wouldn't play the game specifically, and they were very frustrated by that. Okay, so that was what happened here. Now, injuries, accident-prone, slip, falls, clumsiness, distracted, medical expenses, pain, and sudden pain. Here's what I need you to know about that. And I will use my life as an example. I know that they wish that for me because I went through it. I had medical expenses. Last year, a couple $1 million worth. Thank God for good insurance. I had medical expenses. I had sudden weird things happen to me. The difference between me and the people that sent that energy to me, that wished death and illness on me, is I transmuted it. And I know that from my doctors, and I know that from them saying, why you shouldn't be here, this is a miracle, you should be dead, etc., etc. I know what was sent against me by those devils because that was their job. What comes back to them is something they don't know how to transmute because they're energetic slobs, is what I heard. Here's the thing, whether I made a video about how to go through medical dark nights of the soul in step by step, paint by numbers, they couldn't do it because the spirit of God does not live within them. Understand that about some of these people that were your enemies that posed as friends. The Spirit of God does not live within them. They don't have the wherewithal, the ability to bounce back from depression, from death and losses. People did die around me. I almost died. But this was energy that was sent to me. And you have to get out of your Pollyanna la la brains, guys. I love you so much. Don't think that people aren't evil like this. They are. These people actually wish death against me. Lindsay, who is watching and listening, is not able to transmute that energy. She is death, actually. She is scorpionic, but she's in a lower vibration. So when death comes to her family, and it comes through sexual issues, and it comes through her marriage, and it comes to her children, and this is something, guys, it's biblically founded. It was funny. The enemy that came against me loved to pretend that they understood Christianity when they were ignoramuses. And I am studied in it. I really immerse myself, as you guys can tell, regarding spirituality and Christianity specifically. So what I will tell you is Passover that just passed, Easter just happened, and we're all like Easter bunnies and Christ rose on the third day. Yeah, but the Passover happened because the angel of death came to take the other side's kids. And the people that were worshiping Christ, they said they were guided by angelic guidance that said, put ash on the door in a sign of a cross so we will not take your firstborn male child. Biblical energy is wild and vicious. It's powerful. So people came for you, Divine Feminine and Empress, and you have the spirit of Passover over you. You were guided by your angels and ancestors on what to do to transmute that. When it comes for them, it doesn't matter what they put on their door, what they try to pray with their friend, how many tarot cards they pull, how much they think that they're remedial witches. They are not able to survive the spiritual ditches that they tried to put you in. They're showing me right now Nikki in the desert. Sorry, this just got heavy. Nikki in the cornfields, excuse me, in Casino. It's Casino, played by Joe Pesci. He thought he was a badass until he got buried by the same demon friends that he always was running and punking them. What I'm hearing is your enemies are on the menu. Okay, demons always come to collect. Demonic energy, devil energy always comes to collect. They wish death on you, and now it comes for them. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. Sorry, not sorry, but I know, and I can stand in that because I went through scent attacks energetically. Freak things that happened to me. That's how I know it came from toxic negative energy from people that have wished me dead, wish me unwell, wish me unalive. And like I said the other day, still here, bitch. And the same is true for you. You are still standing. But those people that sent that energy to you will never know what to do, how to transmute it, and it will take them out every single way. And what I mean by that, it's not just death, actually. What I mean is spiritual deaths, little deaths, things that they can't control, things that affect people that they may really care about, but it's because they trolled you. Someone, meaning the devil, said, go touch Divine Feminine and let's see what she will do. And you rose like a phoenix from the ashes, and you stood tall against every arrow, and you took it, and you absorbed it, and you transmuted it, and you come out beautiful, statuesque, energetically encouraging, sexy, dangerously sexy. But also now you are a specimen to see, and all they can look as they shield their eyes is look up at the sun, because vampires don't like the light. Let's go to the next one. Karma's Kitchen is cooking something for them, being held accountable for all actions, now serving, attracting karmic attention, a la carte, everything is uncovered, ingredients, meaning their actions, the dish is being prepared, so they wished for you to be found out as whatever they thought you were or weren't, but it's really them that's being found out completely. One more here on this. 33:11 as we just passed the clock. It backfired by 10. Negative energy, put out returns, self-sabotage, shock, confused, a dose of their own medicine, justice. I'm just going to keep pulling because I feel inspired. Oh, I just had a whole big mess. Do I take all of those? God, that would be a lot to take. I'll take what fell out in my lap. Missed opportunities, right place, wrong time, too little, too late, investments. Someone was invested into something, putting a lot of energy and time into something, and it was complete loss and waste of time, which mimics also what they did to you. So someone had you investing, and they were a complete waste of time. Now they understand what that feels like. Failed ideas, blinded, slow to realize. Guilt, constant thoughts of mistakes, embarrassed, burden, and pain. Now I'm going to pull a tarot on that because that's interesting to me. Someone is thinking about you and they're feeling guilty. I wonder who this is. Clarify who this is. Yeah, someone is totally dissatisfied with life, totally despondent. Nothing makes them happy. This reminds me of when you take too much ecstasy or MDMA and you're no longer producing your own serotonin and oxytocin. Yeah, all of their mind games backfired so carefully, and spirit is holding their ass accountable. You see the crow there on the shoulder, and they are being held accountable for third parties. Love to see it. They feel guilt about that. They're like, man, why did I do that? Why did I like come against the only person that cared about me? So exes united. They those they hurt come together. Shared stories, bonds formed, spells broken. Maybe mothers and fathers, victims coming together against the aggressor, lies uncovered. So one of the karmas here is that people, you guys, are actually telling your stories. You're actually sharing your truth and saying the truth about it, which is stabilizing you. Love to see it. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what other karma. Ooh, this one just fell out of my lap. Divine feminine block, divine connection denied, missed opportunity, excuse me, false soulmate connections. So I gotta clarify this for you. Whoever came against you and whatever thought, and this is for the romantic sense specifically, someone here thought that someone here literally told your person that they were their like person, right? They were paying attention to you and they were trying to mimic you. But here's the thing, divine is divine and it always comes through. Whoever is really your person is your person. And you get a new contract when they kind of foobar it, you get someone else that comes in. But divine feminine block, divine connection to die, missed opportunity, false soulmate connections, low vibrational relationships. So they thought that they were getting like some angel, and really it was a full devil, and they are now fully blocked. I'm gonna pull a tarot on that. What is that? Fascinating to me. Yep, scorpionic energy. No, guys, this is so funny. Whenever you get any reader, they're gonna be picking up their situation. So sometimes I can read and it's completely not mine. Like when I'm channeling all this new, new love and sexy time and stuff like that, that's specifically for you guys. But what I will tell you is this. The scorpionic energy I dealt with and did battle with, quite literally, and the narcissist that was attached to them with the King of Swords and the scorpionic energy, she was the one that was the agent that was like, oh, it's me. And I can't blame either of them, because if the other person is stupid enough to fall for it, then fall for it they did. But that is a very big confirmation. So now neither of them get whatever they wanted or thought they were getting, and that's the same for whoever was in your life. The other card here is career block, stagnancy in career, blocked by higher ups, lack of advancement, boredom. Remember I said that someone was completely bored with the, yeah, right here, this card. The Four of Cups is all about kind of a petulant, bored energy. Someone's bored. Boredom, micromanaged, overbearing boss, overlooked. The person's boss, in my case specifically, was the person that they thought that they were like running, which is so funny. Health issues, down for the count, stress, hospital visits, mental expenses, worry, injury, sick spell. Guys, remember when I said that don't feel sorry when I pull this out? This is what they sent against you. I know that, and I am qualified to speak on it because I transmuted it, because it happened to me. Do you get it? So I know for a fact what it looks like when someone sends spell energy or negative energy your way. I went through it, but because I am a divine feminine, because I am an empress, because I am a bloody warrior and mean bloodied, I shed blood in order to survive the battle. I know how to transmute. I know how to do things they will never know how to do. I know how to get through my dark nights of the soul. I know how not to take my life. I know how to make amends. I know how to ask for forgiveness. I know how to make things right. The people that tried you do not. So please don't take this as like some little whammy lammy thing like, that's interesting and maybe up for conjecture. No, people wish you dead. Period. I know it because I went through it. All right. They wish you body changes. Wow. This is funny. Weight gain, drastic body changes, unhealthy, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, ego blow, superficial. This is so funny because the people that came against you were really superficial. Remember I said that at the beginning of the reading. They were dealing with materialistic energy, superficial energy. So narcissists, when they age badly, and it's like their worst nightmare to get ugly, and that's what's happening. So I don't care. Remember I said I don't care what size you are, you're dangerously sexy. Now people are seeing you Thinking of the movie Shallow Hal, which is so interesting. And that is my story struggle regarding being a plus size woman. But I'm seeing people seeing you as absolutely beautiful no matter what you look like, and they are seeing these people as absolutely demonically ugly no matter what they look like, whether they were really attractive or not attractive, or it was up for debate. They are no longer being seen in the same way, and also their body is changing. They wish that on you. They love that. Now, here's something I will say. I know for a fact with the narcissist I dealt with that one of her favorite things was to, after she like had destroyed someone's life or broke up with them or done whatever, was to watch them and see if they had gained weight. So I know for a fact that that will be part of her fate. And I'm not talking about me specifically. This was just years ago with somebody else, and she spent like 2 years stalking some girl that she tortured to see if she was uglier or fatter, and she delighted in it. So I'm telling you, these people exist. They're real. They're horrible people. So now that's one of her karmas. Receiving attacks and aggressions from others, gang stalking, subliminals, verbal and spiritual and physical abuse. Yeah, so bad times, going out of balance, going against nature, against the flow, disconnected in the divine cycle, tough times, disconnected out of luck, giving up, and aging issues. Negative effects of aging, increased effects, illness, fragile, slower, past habits, arthritis. Someone's having back pain as well as what I'm hearing. Mental breakdown, losing mental control, exhaustion, delusional, confused, stress, guilt, loss, fantasy, chaotic, alternate reality, relationships, love connections falling apart, heightened emotions, change of heart, damage, difference in egos. Also, a workplace affair went really freaking wrong here, okay? This is specifically a workplace affair, and it went really bad. All right, let me pull one more, and then we'll get out of here, and I'm going to read your comments, guys, and then get back to my life. Oh, this is my favorite one. Watching and seeing you prosper, missed opportunity, surprised by your success, in awe, spying, and jealousy. And I know this is for all of my divine feminines and empresses because it's unicorns. That's we. So yeah, I'll pull one tarot to clarify that. But I love to see it, guys. I'm so happy. I know it sounds crazy, but I am so happy. After we went through what we went through, also they're saying that they're going through fights, tension with friends and family, stress, yelling, violence, arguments, misunderstanding, lower frequencies. It's a shit show over there, okay? It's an Amber Heard shit show over there.
You know that you constantly were going through cycles of renewing their situation and healing, but it was all based off of manipulation here. Maybe someone is also healing from, that manipulation as well with the Five of Cups being here. It could also be that someone maybe was doing spell work to keep a financial transaction going. And people always say, why are you doing spell work? Because I see the Magician and the Star here. The Magician is all about spellcraft, etc. The Sun being right here, exposing all of it. The Chariot moving forward from that. Major Arcana told me that there's major energies involved. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Capricorn. For
All right. So you guys just heard that. I usually don't play somebody else's reading during my reading. And I didn't even, this was something that I was actually watching last night. But when I opened my laptop because I had to do some work, it popped up to this. So maybe someone needed to hear that. There was manipulation and there was real spell work. Remember what I just said is a lovely validation to what I was channeling during this reading. Spell work is real. People send negative energy against you. Get out of the naivete of thinking that. Growing up in Pentecostal churches and churches of all kinds, I didn't realize until I went through my dark night of the soul how evil these hoes can be. And they're evil AF, and they're bored, and they have nothing to do but read books and research. I mean, and they're not even doing it to the degree that we do. We're actually interesting students and hermits and sharing Virgo energy. They're just doing it in low vibrational ways, very sloppy, and then they're attached to the demons, and then they're high, and they're drunk, and they're using sex magic. It's a mess. All right, protect yourself against that, but also understand this, that they, oh, my bestie's calling. Bestie, I'm gonna get back to you. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna call her back. Um, so, yeah, anyway, this is what you get is new people coming in. That's always a confirmation. I love when she calls when I'm doing a reading because she doesn't know I'm always making donuts. We always joke about that. We both work a lot. But yeah, you get people that actually value you. You get a team that's on your side. You get someone that wants to see you thrive. And that's why I thank that Lindsay in my life. So whatever the devil is in your life, maybe call him Lindsay. I thank the Lindsay in my life because she got me to the good energy, to the star card. And it was a call to action for me. Commander Ashtar here. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So I love you guys so much. Whoever tried to touch you is now thrown off. Everything in their life is falling off. It is happening now, 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 now. Okay. And it's because you transmuted the energy then. And they had to gang up against you with all their friends. And you did it by yourself, self, with your angel and your ancestors. Help. And you set yourself free. And now it's a new life for you and new energy. And your dreams come true. And so it is. All right, let's see what you had to say. Bing, 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 bing. Good morning, Monette from Simbala Insights and Designs. A spicy reading to get the day started right. Yes. I was just listening to that music. If you guys go check out Aniko on her TikToks, I put up a video about her making contact with a great alien. And she says, so drippy, so wet, so something scaly. She was like cayenne, hot, pepper, yeah, spicy. All right, Kisala, it's been really tough going through this alone. I hate to say it, but I question God because I know my intention was pure and I wanted to help them in my life and see them prosper. And to see them prosper, quote unquote, has been upsetting. Let's talk about that. Sometimes they look like they're prospering, but they don't really prosper. So listen to what I just said about the karma. It's coming to them, don't you worry. But also, it's coming to them not because you're a witch that's sending energy to them. It's coming to them because karma is a functioning of getting to feel what we've caused others to feel. And as soon as you release them and really start to heal, I promise you, you will get what's real for you, and then their things will start to fall through. That's why my angels were really instructing me as I was going through it to let go of waiting to see the outcome. The first 3 months I was really attached to like death to these hoes. I really was. I was so hurt. I was so betrayed. I was so humiliated. But then literally on Easter, a few months after it happened, I got my freedom. And God was like, she's terrible. She's horrible. They're both terrible and horrible. And they have nothing. So if they got whatever you thought you were missing, they got that for a short period of time and it ruined their life. So I'm telling you, it just works that way. But I had to let go of the outcome of wanting to see it happen and whatever. I don't care at all what happened to them really. It's been really tough. Okay, Sally says it's definitely made me question if I was lovable. Oh my gosh, it's been a long road. Okay, Sally, you're so lovable, my love. You're so lovable. You're worthy and deserving of love. And that's what was coming in. Remember, I just said my bestie just called in. I started to wonder if I was lovable. I spent 20 years in a connection where they fought me every step of the way, where they were a whole hot mess, an agent of chaos. Y'all have seen the videos. You know my story. And then within a minute or three, energetically speaking, of divesting from that connection, I already had a new friend that wasn't just a new friend, it was a friend of my life and the partnership of my life. It was someone I share a telepathic connection with. It's someone who has cosmic, intergalactic connections with me. It's someone who raises my vibration and who buoys my energy. And I do the same for her. And we love each other unapologetically, out loudly. It's delightful. But it happened when I really realized my value. I was like, no. And the reason I say that is that you are lovable. Sometimes when we're in those toxic lower vibration connections, we'll start to be brainwashed and believe that the breadcrumbing they're giving us is all we deserve because they're trying to bring us to our knees. I was able to manifest, and it's not because I did it, because listen, you guys know my story about that. I was worried about it. I had some trust issues, all that. Okay, I'm not going to say it's just like an easy road, but it definitely was something that I deserved, and it's something you deserve too. And my angel said, how much did you pour into Crazy back there with her mental illnesses and her hell-bent energy of destroying you? Like, she worked against me all the time and was rooting for me to fail and thought whatever she thought. But anyway, guys, it's because we deserve it. You deserve love, and so you'll bring that in. It's inevitable. So you are lovable, but that is a trick that the devil likes to play to get you to think, no, I don't deserve this. Let me get some coffee, guys. I don't deserve this, and I'm not lovable. No, that's what they wanted you to believe, and that's why don't shut down your heart chakra. I have a video that I just did up here about every heartbreak cracks you open. One of the things I say in there is that your past people would love to see you never move on to another relationship. And let me tell you why you're saying I see them prosper. Let me explain what that is. Codependent people that don't heal will immediately jump into another relationship. The reason I'm so proud of all of you guys here listening is that you didn't immediately jump into anything. And even though I had that other relationship come in with my bestie, we took years to vet each other. And finally, it took her a couple years till after the breakup before she quote unquote bestie proposed, and we kind of moved forward with our connection. It wasn't immediate. We weren't jumping into each other's life or into each other's beds or anything like that. We actually like got to know each other. And I actually took time to heal it. She gave me the space to do it. I didn't immediately get into a connection. We weren't immediately like inseparable. So when you watch someone go into another connection like that immediately and you're like, oh my God, and they moved on and they're married already, you will know that is an earmark that they are not healed or healthy. It means they can't be by themselves. It means they are codependent. It's so funny. They were projecting that you were the one that was codependent. No, in the separation of your connection, you healed a lot of that codependency and you moved forward and you found a new way to be, which is by yourself. That was one thing that I was very okay with that. I was like, I'm just going to be by myself forever. I'm going to be a teacher and a practitioner. I don't get to have this part of energy in my life because it always does me wrong and never right. And my angel said, now that you finally release the attachment and desperation of needing that and you're healing your codependency, now we're going to bring someone in that you couldn't separate from you if you wanted to, and they're not going to betray you and they love you. You are lovable, okay? It will come to you too. Let's see here. You're welcome. Rain says, oh Lord. Morning, Mo and everyone, Rain says. Alicia says, thank you for these messages. I've been watching on my TV, but had to get into the chat and send gratitude to you and love and blessings to your beautiful soul. Alicia, thank you. Oh my God, that just does my heart so good. Thank you. I love that. Chalk says, hi. Hope you and your hubby had a wonderful time. We did, Chalk. We did. I have some videos up here. Chalk said, I didn't know you listened to the Professional High Priestess. Ah, yes, I do. I love your good ear. I wonder if anything good is in store for me soon. Things have been pretty quiet lately. Well, Chalk, I'll pull one card for you, and then I'm going to pop off here because I've got work to do. So let's see what one of your lessons are, Chalk. Yeah, I loved her. The thing about any reader is you have to take them with a grain of salt. We're all going through our journeys. Professional High Priestess is renowned for hot takes and wildness. She also is an incredible teacher. Both things are true. So you have to be able to pick out the meat and the food from any of your readers and practitioners. She's kind of gone dark because she created this whole kind of like FBI scandal thing in the tarot community on YouTube. I don't know if you follow her that much to know, but it was wild as a Taliban. And now she's divesting from tarot and doing other messages or whatever. I don't know. But what I will tell you is what I'm watching actually is a January 2020 love reading. So that's, I don't even watch any of her new stuff. This literally just popped up in my feed for some reason. You know how the algorithm does that? And I hadn't even gone through I went through the breakup in February actually of 2020. So this is so funny because I was just interested. I was like, oh, I wonder what this is about. Why did this pop up? So I listened to it and I was like, oh, it makes perfect sense. It was my angels reminding me we were with you the whole time. So yes, sometimes her, but you got to take everything with a grain of salt because sometimes these people are wild. Show me what is coming up for Chalk, Serapis Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness, Chalk. The light is here. The Miriam Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries, Chalk. And higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. All right, Chalk. So these are some of your oracle messages. And when I say move from the darkness, you may be having some issues regarding trusting people and connections. So yeah, that's something you're going to be working on. August is a significant month for you too. All right, so excuse me, nothing's coming in right now. Right now you're doing a lot of healing, learning, and ascension. All right, so that's what you need to know. And Rain says, yeah, I stopped watching her after she went left. Girl, she went left, didn't she? She went left, and that's why I had to go back. You know what's so funny? As I was listening to her last night, I was seeing there's such an innocence in these readings, in the January 2020 love readings. There is such an innocence. She's just reading. She's giving sweet advice. She's doing a genuine reading from her spirit. It's not wild and salacious. And you can kind of tell if you watched her, the trajectory of her starting to feel herself, where it got really salacious and really wild and whatever. She's still really smart, though. She's wicked smart. She's funny. She's brilliant, really. She's meant to teach. But we all have ego, and we can get carried away with that. So I task you guys each here listening to hold me accountable. Y'all, if I start to sound crazy, please tell me, okay? Don't just let me go off the ledge. That's what a good friend does. You guys are my parasocial friends. That's what good friends do. They say, "Girl, okay." If you know how we watch all those like YouTubers that like start out really humble and then they get the huge big house, and it's funny. Someone that died, and I used to joke about white teeth, meaning that the whiter people's teeth get in celebrity, the less down to earth and grounded they are. And I do love a good old white tooth. Okay, so I would definitely be a person that did that when I could, afford to have the top of the line, whatever. I do it for myself now anyway. But what I will tell you is that I don't want to match that energy. My teeth can be white, but my head has to be screwed on tight. And I allow you guys to speak into my life with reason and within reason and with love. If you see it going left, because somebody needed to tug the high priestess and say, "B, is you're doing the most. You're doing too much." Spelled TEW, too much. There are a lot of readers that I love that sometimes I'm like, what happened? And there are a lot of celebrities that we love that I'm like, what happened? And just sometimes there are friends that we love that are like, what happened? And to bring it full circle back to the reading, you had someone that you loved in your life, a distorted, narcissistic, masculine of some kind, and you were like, what happened? They got carried away with themselves. They started feeling themselves and they started abusing their power and they were not being tugged. People that love you will tug you. And Divine Feminine and Empress, you showed up to be a tugger of that person's energy, to remind them to have humility. And when they said, take a slip, take a slice of that devil's pie, and they decided to go left, they went all the way left. Sometimes they're off the reservation. It reminds me of the Bible where it says that the God cast the demons out of the person into the pigs and sent the pigs running off the ledge. We can't save everybody. We can't save everybody. You can warn them, but you better get away from them too. But listen, if I start to sound crazy to you, I mean, again, and I have a lot of wild ideas, and I will be bringing you so much stuff. That's my journey here, and my part of my journey is to use my throat chakra and to communicate. But yeah, you have to know when it is always God that is great. We are just man. I am conduit, and if I'm ever talking about I am the great I am, yes, I am part of the great I am. We are the body. We're an extension of the Christ head. We are an extension of God, the universe, source. But we are not, and we are powerful in our own ways. But all powerful, nay, nay. No, we do rely on energies to be of assistance to us. And it is important to understand. And it's not just so much in God we trust, but in source we trust. In God we trust, yes. But it's like, I'm just saying that because that's on the dollar bill, but I thought, oh God, Illuminati, and I want people to think I'm crazy, crazy. But what I'm saying here is this. We have to lean not on our own understanding every day, and we have to humble ourselves. And that's why I love talking to you and I love interaction with you guys, because you guys keep me down to earth and grounded. And you see me with clear eyes, and you will know if I start to sound like professional high priestess and I'm going left, pull on my chain. Don't let me be insane. And people, when you're going left like that, will have ego flare ups. They'll be like, oh, how dare you? Blah, 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 blah. What do you know? Blah, blah, blah. Like we all can get in our ego. But then if you are grounded, you'll really reflect and you'll be like, you know what? They right. They're not wrong. Let's see what else is said here. We will get you back. Thank you. Chalk Chalk says, by the way, she says very smart. Chalk Chalk says, ba, 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 ba. Chalk says, you were so right about everything. Wow, good. I'm glad the reading resonated with you. Chalk says, Rain says, very smart. I imagine that's about the professional high priestess. Chalk says, by the way, I just did a recent round of testing. You know what I mean? They were negative, just like you said. Hey, Chalk. Man, I love to hear it. I knew that you're going to be okay, but I want you to stay okay, sir. I want you to stay okay. I know that you've taken on a great thing. I love you, Chalk. And I'm wishing you nothing but the best of health. That makes me so happy to hear. And thank you for the validation in the reading. Rain says, we will get you back. Girl, you better. You better bring me back. Don't let me go out to the left. Okay, so if I start talking about wild conspiracy theories, listen, I'm talking about conspiracy theories regarding our fights and divine masculines and triangulations and third parties and Jezebel spirits. Those are real. That's not me jumping off the ledge. That's really happening. Anybody that's here has dealt with the crazy. We all know what it is to be in that situation. But professional high priestess went left. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hate. We all have what they say. Heavy is the head that wears a crown. She is definitely gifted, but she just got that can weigh you down too. All right. That's why you got to pray and transmute your energy. And And Chalk Shed says, yes, I'm staying okay. And I love you too. Yay. And Rain says, that's very real. All right, guys. I love you guys. I love when you come on. Can I tell you guys, that's my favorite thing. Words of affirmation are so my love language. So when we get to talk back and forth, like, just makes my day, and it gives me so much good juicy energy to go in for the rest of it for my clients. I'm going to be in a better energy, in a better mood. I love you guys. All right, have a fantastic day. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.